Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome. Good evening and welcome, everyone. If you can hear me, please let me know. Good evening, welcome, everyone. Good evening and welcome. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. Please drop a comment if you can hear me. Good evening and welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Good evening. Good evening and welcome. Please let me know if you can hear me. Kindly drop a comment so I know that you can hear me. Good evening and welcome, everyone. Good evening and welcome. Please let me know if you can hear. Welcome, everyone. It is 6:54 p.m. We have 6 minutes to go. Good evening and welcome. If you are here, please drop a comment that you can hear me. We will start right on time. Good evening, welcome. Good evening and welcome online. Good evening and welcome. Welcome online. 6:56 p.m. We start in 4 minutes. Good evening and welcome. If you can hear me, please drop a comment so I know that you can hear me loud and clear. Great. I see some people can hear me. Good evening, welcome. Good evening and welcome. 6:57 p.m. We start in 3 minutes. Good evening and welcome. Good evening and welcome. 6:59 p.m. We will start in 1 minute exactly. Welcome online, everyone. If you can hear me, please drop a comment so I know that you can hear me. Good evening and welcome. Good evening, welcome online. We will start shortly. Good evening and welcome. All right, it's 7 p.m. and we will start right away. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this class. This is the record keeping for small businesses with no accountant course. Welcome, everyone. So please meet me. My name is Chioma Ifani Eze, and I am a chartered accountant of 14 years. I am also a chartered tax practitioner. I have worked for over 1,000 businesses doing their bookkeeping and tax services for them. And I have trained well over 100,000 business owners, teaching them to keep proper books of accounting. I have a rare skill to simplify accounting and make it very exciting for you. And tonight I am going to do just that. Welcome again to this course. It is going to be your most enjoyable accounting class. Welcome, everyone. So here is the objective of this course. There are 4 things I want us to be able to, achieve at the end of this course. Number 1, you would learn to organize your poor or no record keeping. This course will help to automate your manual record keeping. Maybe you were keeping records in a book. At the end of this course, you would learn how to automate it yourself. This course will help you in case you don't have an accountant. Maybe your business is too small to afford an accountant. You will learn how to DIY, how to do it yourself, keep proper records even when you don't have an accountant. And lastly, you will leave this class with the satisfaction that you are that business owner whose numbers are organized. You are that business owner who is no longer afraid to apply for a loan. You are that business owner who is no longer afraid to apply for a grant, who is no longer afraid to enter into partnerships, who is no longer afraid to go before investors, because you will now have credible numbers. These are the 4 objectives that this course is going to do in your life at the end of today's class. I am excited for you because you are one in the less than 10% of business owners who have had any form of formal financial training. Less than 10%. And today you become one of them. It is such an exciting day for me to welcome you into the fold of business owners who have credible numbers, who are not afraid of investors, who are not afraid of taking loans, who take decisions with numbers. Today you become one of them. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me tell you a bit of how the course will go. It's a very practical course. It is a watch me do it course. So I will be doing it and you'll be watching. Very practical. You would need to do a lot of writing. So this is the right time to go and get your writing materials. The things that you would write, you would keep them for a long time. So please don't just tear off one random sheet of paper. Get a proper book that you're going to keep for a while, right? So I'm going to be engaging you in simple activities. So in between, I'll throw out an activity and ask you to answer it in the comment section. I like for you to participate, please. It shows me that you are following and that you understand the class. The teaching style is super simple. It is the adult Montessori style. I teach adults like I am teaching children. So it is very enjoyable, very easy to understand. The slides are written boldly so you can see clearly, right? So it is not going to be a class where you attended and you didn't understand. No, it is adult Montessori teaching style. At the end of each topic, I will do a recap, right? So that you understand what was this topic about. I will summarize it. And the recap, you will read it along with me. I will put up the recap on the screen and then we would read the recap together. Now, all of this is designed to make sure that you totally understand and enjoy the class. I know that several business owners have come to this class with fear. Oh my God, accounting. I don't like numbers. I don't like mathematics. I'm about to remove all that fear because the teaching style is designed to keep it very easy and absolutely enjoyable. So here is the course content that we will go through tonight. 8 simple topics. 8 simple topics. These are the topics we will go through. No need to read them out. You can see them on the screen and we will go through them one by one. So you know we're going through 8 topics. When we finish topic 1, we do a recap. We finish topic 2, we do a recap. And then you know how many more topics you have left to go. Simple and very enjoyable class. It is going to be your most exciting accounting course. All right, we're starting right away. So welcome to topic 1, why record keeping? Why record keeping? So record keeping simply means maintaining a history of activities relating to something. But you understand that we're discussing the financial activities in your business. So let's simply say that record keeping for the purpose of this class means maintaining a history of financial activities in your business. Simple. Maintaining a record, a history of financial activities in your business. All the money coming into your business, all the money going out of your business, all the money moving around. I'm sure people don't know that money moves around in their business. Yes, you can go to the bank and withdraw cash and come in. That money is moving within your business. It didn't come in from outside. So money moves in, out, and around your business. And all of these, we're going to learn how to capture it. Now, record keeping can be done in hard or soft forms. Hard means by paper. Soft means electronically. You understand that in this class, the focus is for us to do it in the soft form. We are in the 21st century. Everything we're doing should be automated. I shouldn't come to this class and be teaching you how to do accounting, writing it in a book. That would be teaching, the Stone Age in the modern times, right? So in this class, you would learn to automate your accounting. So you know what the record keeping means now. The next question is, why should I keep records? Why exactly should I keep records? There are 2 fundamental reasons why you should keep record. Number 1, decision making. You use records to take decisions. You use records to take decisions. When you look at your list of debtors, you will take a decision like, oh yeah, start calling them now. Oh yeah, follow up with that man. Those are decisions you are taking based on looking at your records. When you look at your records, you realize that blue dresses are selling more than red dresses. Then you decide to buy more blue dresses. When you look at your record, you realize that, oh, we sell more of this on this day, right? Records help you take decisions to grow your business. So that's the first reason why you should keep records, decision making. The second reason why you should keep record is stewardship. When you start a business, you are a steward unto yourself and unto several other parties. There are other people who expect you to keep records. The government, the taxman, CAC, right? Regulators, investors, lenders, banks. A lot of people expect you to keep record. Your suppliers, your customers. A customer will come back after 3 months and say, I want to exchange this good. He expects that you kept records of when he bought it, right? All these people expect you to keep records. So when you start a business, you are a steward unto someone else and unto yourself. Any other reason you want to think about falls into these two reasons. Sometimes I ask people, why do you keep record? Because I want to know if my business is making a profit. That's decision reason, right? Why do you keep record? Because the taxman will come and ask. That's stewardship. Any reason you can think about falls into decision making or stewardship. So you keep records for you and for external parties, right? For you, you want to know how your business is faring. You want to take decisions. You want to satisfy yourself. You want to see how your wealth is growing. You want to meet your needs. These are the reasons why you are keeping records for yourself. And for others, you need to calculate your tax with your records. You need to submit reports to the CAC, to tax authorities, to regulators, right? The law even requires you to keep records. Do you know that there's a penalty of 2,500 naira per month for any business that has no records? Just in case you're thinking, if the taxman comes, I tell him I have no record. No, there's a penalty for not having records, right? And then you can get loans and other opportunities when you have records. All right, so here's an activity for you. Please, can you head to the comment section and tell me the 2 major reasons why you need to keep records? I'm watching the comment section. What are the 2 reasons why we must keep records? The 2 reasons that all other reasons fall under. Can you let me know those 2 reasons? Also, can you mention some external parties that demand you to keep records? We have our first activity up. Please tell me the 2 reasons why we must keep records and mention any external parties that demand us to keep records. Who are those external parties that we are stewards unto? I'm watching the comment section, please. Hear me, kindly drop a I can't see any answers coming through. I'm waiting to see my answers coming through. Any answers? I'm not sure what's wrong with my own end here, but I can't see any answers coming through. All right, so I don't waste our time with the activities. I don't seem to see the answers coming through. Okay. All right, let me continue. All right, so here's our recap for topic number 1. Here's our recap for topic number 1. So we said that record keeping means to maintain a history of financial activities of your business. The 2 main reasons why we must keep records are decision-making and stewardship. All other reasons for record keeping fall under these 2 reasons. There are parties external to your business that require you to keep good records. This is the end of topic 1. At the point where we take our recap, we end that topic. So I'll see you shortly in topic number 2. So welcome to topic number 2. In topic number 2, we will be discussing the tools we will be using. The tools we will be using. So let's start. Now, I want to start by discussing the tools that do not fit for us to use in proper record keeping. What are the tools that do not fit? Because right now, as a small business owner, I know what you're using to keep your records. And most of them do not fit. They are not the right thing. You know that book you're using, that register, it doesn't fit. Those manual printed invoices that you call the printers to print that have sequential numbering, they don't fit. That app that is only on your phone and the data cannot be extracted, is only on your phone, is a mobile app. You type things into it. You cannot extract the data and give the tax man. You cannot extract the data and give CAC. You cannot extract the data and give an accountant. What's really the essence of it? Are you going to give them your phone to work with it? So that doesn't fit for proper record keeping. Those paper you fill out, you print a form and you fill it out, it doesn't fit for proper record keeping. Now, I know that as a small business owner, you are keeping the book, the printed invoices, that mobile app on your phone, and that form that I now said don't fit. Even if you're keeping any of these 4 things, please keep them only as transit points, meaning you just use them to gather the data. They will still be transferred into a software, into an electronic form later on. So these are the tools that do not fit. Then you're asking, what tools actually fit? Now, in considering the kind of software or the tools that fit, I want you to consider these 5 points. Number 1, cloud-based. Use a tool that you can work from anywhere, your phone or your computer, and the data is not in your care. The data is hosted somewhere in the cloud. I know some people are already rolling their eyes when they hear cloud. They are so afraid. They think that cloud will evaporate. Meanwhile, every day they are using Gmail. Is Gmail not in the cloud? Every day they are using Instagram, Facebook. But once you ask them to put their accounting in the cloud, they tell you it's not safe. But they are doing every other thing in the cloud except doing their accounting there. Number 2, extractable data. You need to use a software that you can download your transactions for the taxman, for the accountant, for whoever needs it. You need to be able to collaborate. You need a software or a tool that allows your team to work from their own phone and their own computer. That mobile app on your phone, when you want to enter data, you take it and give your sales girl, or you take your phone and give your boy to type it in. It's not collaboratable. They can't enter data except they use your phone. How does that scale, right? You need a software that others can be entering data and it's all entering into the same place. You need to consider a strong brand. You want, because when you put your data in the cloud, you are expecting that your data is immortal. It's not going to die. You know how your friend or someone you know has passed on and his Facebook account is still there. Is immortal. That's what you expect when you use accounting software and put it in the cloud. You don't expect to come in one day and it has disappeared. You expect it to be immortal, right? So you need to use a strong, reliable brand of software. And lastly, you want a software that you can afford. You don't want something you paid this month, next month you didn't pay, upper month you paid. After a while, the record keeping is a mess because you can't sustainably afford to pay for it. You need something that is affordable. Now, considering these 5 reasons that you should consider in choosing a software for your business, I have then gone ahead to select for you the 3 tools we will be using in this class tonight. And after this class, I expect that you will use these tools in your business. So number 1 is a cloud invoicing software called Zoho Invoice. Now, Zoho is a company that builds many different software. There's Zoho Mail, there's Zoho Books, there's Zoho Inventory, all sorts of things that Zoho builds, Zoho CRM, right? But I'm talking about Zoho Invoice. It's a free, 100% free invoicing cloud software. Number 2, we will be using Google Sheets. Google Sheets is like Microsoft Excel, but it is in the cloud. It is by Google, right? And number 3, we'll be using a retail software that is called Loivers. Now, all of these 3 softwares meet those 5 criteria that we discussed. Affordable, allows you to collaborate. Remember those criteria we discussed? These 3 tools meet them. And that's why I have selected them to use in teaching you to keep your records in your business. All right. So here's an activity. I don't know why the activities are not dropping on my screen quickly. And I wouldn't want us to waste time waiting for the activity. I seem not to be seeing comments. I don't know why. Do I need to refresh or something? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe let me go out and come back in again. Oh yeah, so you see comments were coming in. So here's the next activity for us. Please tell me, name the 3 tools we will be using to keep records in our small business. Can you go ahead and give me the name of the 3 tools? I didn't mention Keeper app. I didn't mention, I see somebody writing that. If you have any questions, let's wait till the end. So I mentioned 3 tools, Zoho Invoice, Google Sheets, and Loivers. Blessing Uye, you got it right? Yes, great. So these are the 3 tools we'll be using to keep our records today. We'll learn how to, and we will continue to use them to keep our records. Great. Okay, so let me say this. There is no single software that fits all businesses. You have to find whichever works best for your business. But I'm only here to guide you generally. Sometimes you can use one software. Sometimes you will use a combination of 1 or 2. But really and truly, bigger businesses are able to get one paid software that can do everything they want all in one. So maybe at the end of this class, you would realize that you're doing your inventory here, you're doing your other activities here. And that's because as a small business, you are avoiding to take on the cost of software. But really and truly, there are tools that you can pay for and everything will be done in one place. So if at the end of this class, I have taught you to use 2 tools or 3 tools, it's because I understand your small business, you're sitting at home and baking cakes and you want to, keep good records no matter how little, or you're selling shoes from the trunk of your car or whatever, maybe you can't afford the software, but really and truly, if you can afford the software, there will always be that one software that can do everything together. All right, our practical sessions are about to begin. We're going to learn how to access each of these 3 softwares we say we are using tonight: Zoho Invoice, Google Sheets, and Loivers. Zoho Invoice, Google Sheets, and Loivers. Let me mention that these 3 tools all have mobile apps. So you can go on the Play Store and download all 3 of them. All the 3 of them also have web versions. All of them you can use on your computer, you can use on your phone. So they are not only mobile app, right? They are not just mobile. You have computer version, you have phone version. Anything you do on the computer, you see it on your phone. Anything you do on your phone is entering the computer. So you can work from any device, anytime, anywhere, and it is all going in. Amazing. People can collaborate. Your staff can be entering data. You can be entering. It works. All these 3 software work perfectly well. All right. So let me go now and show you how you can access all the three of them. I'll open them one by one for you to see. All right, so let me share my screen and be sure that you can see my screen. Okay, so on my screen here, you can see my normal Google browser, right? So let me open the first one, which is called Zoho Invoice. I just go to my browser and I type Zoho Invoice. That's all I'm going to type. Zoho space invoice, and I hit enter. You can see it has come out. It's the first option here. I go ahead and I click it. It says free invoicing software for small businesses. So this is Zoho Invoice, beautiful software, very beautiful. Look at the kind of beautiful invoice it gives you. You create invoices, you send it to customers, you can add all your staff. They are creating invoice from their house, you are creating from the office, everybody's collaborating. Beautiful, beautiful software. Look at it, right? It's a beautiful software, and it does more than invoicing, by the way. If you roll down to the end, you would see that you can even use it to track your expenses, right? Look at it, expense tracking on my screen here. It even allows you to snap a receipt and upload it. So if I buy fuel, I snap and put it on my phone and upload it into the system and then record it. Very beautiful software. So this is the first software we're using, Zoho Invoice, and you have seen how you can find it. Now, let me go to the second one we're using. We're using Loyverse. Just type it, Loyverse, Loyverse, and you hit enter. It brings you here. This is a free point of sale and inventory management software. We're also going to learn Loyverse tonight. So this is also another beautiful software. You know how you walk into a supermarket and you buy something from them? That software that they are using to punch at that supermarket and print receipts, this is exactly what it is. This is it, a small, simple version for your small business. So those of you in retail will learn how to use this tonight. It's a beautiful software. Look at the screen, displaying all your items. You just tap on them and sell the item very easily to the customer. So this is another beautiful, beautiful software, has beautiful reporting. Look at the sales analytics, right? Again, you can add your team to it. Okay, the third software that we'll be using is Google Sheets. Google Sheets. Now, from the name Google Sheets, you know that it is a tool given to us by Google. Now, let me show you how to access it. Let's say you are in your Gmail like this. Let me open my Gmail, right? So I'm in my Gmail right now. This is my Google Mail. And while I am here, I want you to go to the top right, next to where you have your picture or your logo, if you're using the Google for your business. You would see 9 dots. The 9 dots form like a square. Click on those 9 dots and click on Drive. Click on your Google Drive. Google Sheets are inside your Google Drive. When you now get to your Google Drive, you go to New, top left, right? And you can see Google Sheets are here. When I click on it, it will open up a spreadsheet for me in the cloud. I can name the spreadsheet whatever I want to name it, right? Maybe I want to name it Inventory Records. I type the name there. By the way, anything you're doing here is saving automatically. You don't need to click any save button. It is spreadsheet in the cloud. It is so beautiful. Look at the share button at the top here. You can click share and type someone's email, and the person will receive a message that you are sharing this sheet with him. And the person can be entering data with you on this sheet at the same time, right? So this is Google Sheets. So we have learned how to access the 3 tools we are going to be using in this class. I'll head back into our slides now. So now you know how to access the 3 tools. Okay, welcome back to our slides. We took a short practical break to go and learn how to access our 3 tools, and we are back here. So here is a recap of topic number 2. And remember, we read our recap together. So 1, 2, let's go. There are certain tools you should not use for proper record keeping. Book, mobile-only apps, printed invoice, and printed forms. Use them only as transit points to collect data and enter into a software soon enough. In choosing software, use one that is cloud-based, allows you to collaborate with others, affordable for your business, a strong brand name, and allows you extract your data anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the end of topic number 2. Welcome to topic number 3. Topic number 3 is titled Record Keeping for Service Businesses. Topic number 3 is titled Record Keeping for Service Businesses. So here are examples of service-based businesses: school, hospital or clinic, real estate business, consulting, coaching, photography, event centers, rental services, medical lab, auto repairs, car wash, salon, haulage, travel agency, event planner, associations or groups. And then when you do bespoke tailoring, when you sew for people, they bring their fabric, you sew for them, that's a service, right? All these are examples of service-based businesses. So here's an activity for you. If you run a service-based business, I want you to type in the comment section what your business does, please. If you run a service-based business, I want you to type in the comment section what your business does. Let's head to the comment section and tell me, I want to see the kinds of service-based businesses that we have in this class tonight. Okay, somebody says bakery. Is bakery a service-based business? I don't agree with you. Facials is law firm, travel and tourism, salon. Yeah, bookshop is not a service-based business, please. Someone says bookshop. No, I don't agree. Bespoke tailoring, yes. Physiotherapy, yes. Yes. Real estate development, yes. Fashion, accounting services, great. Coaching, installer, hair loss, yeah. Fruit stylist, VTU, hair vendor. Hair vendor, you are not a service-based business. You are a product-based business. Bakery, I still see people writing bakery, restaurant. You are not a service-based business. You are selling a product, right? You are selling a product. So it's important. Wig making, consulting, yes. Interior styling, software installation, yes. I'm glad we know what service-based businesses are, and I see a lot of them are here in class. Great. So if you're a service-based business and you're in this class, this is the time to pay all attention because you are about to learn how to keep perfect records in your business. So let's get into it. So for service-based businesses, we will be using Zoho Invoice for you, only Zoho Invoice. No, you know, I mentioned 3 tools we're using in this class. If you're a service-based business owner, you are going to be using only Zoho Invoice to keep your records. Okay, So we're going to take a practical example of a service-based company. The name of this company is Chioma Salon and Nail Bar. It is a business that serves women doing their hair, their facials, massage, and nails for women. So this is our practical example, a company called Chioma Salon and Nail Bar. Chioma Salon and Nail Bar. This is our practical example. Remember that this class is very practical. Okay. Now, when we log into the software, Zoho Invoice, the first thing I will do when I get there, I will go to settings and put VAT, turn on VAT settings. When I'm done, I will go and create the service items that I sell. Remember my business, Chioma Salon and Nail Bar. So when I get into the software, I will go and turn on VAT. In Nigeria, the VAT is 7.5%. We have some other colleagues and friends from across Africa. We have Ghanaians, Cameroonians in this class. So you turn on your own sales tax in your own country, right? In Nigeria, VAT is 7.5%. I will turn it on in the settings section. You will watch me do it. Then I will start creating the services that I offer. Then I will go back again to the service section, settings section, sorry, and upload the logo of the company, put in the address of the company, create other users, my staff, create them inside the company and do some other things. So you start by setting up the software. That's what I'm trying to say. You set up. After you set up the software, I want you to think about the flow of events that happens in a service business. So let's say how a service business works. A customer will approach you for business and make an inquiry. You will go into the software and create the customer, or maybe you choose to call them clients. You create that your customer and send what we call an estimate. Some people call an estimate a quotation. Other people call it a pro forma invoice. Whichever of these three words you want to use, they all mean the same thing. When a customer or a client makes an inquiry from a service-based business, you send, he says, send me a pro forma, send me a quotation, send me an estimate. They all mean the same thing. You send it. Then the customer may agree or decline, or there can be negotiations back and forth. And then the customer agrees to proceed and make the purchase. Then the customer buys something. You can convert that estimate into an invoice. Alternatively, there are other service-based businesses that they don't use to send any invoice. If you walk into or if they don't send any estimate, if you walk into a salon is a service-based business. Do you come there and be asking for send me quotation, send me invoice? No. You come there and say, how much is it to make my hair? And the girl will answer you. So there are some service-based businesses that do not start from the estimate stage. They start from making an invoice because the customers just come in and purchase. They don't come in and ask for an estimate. But if you run a service-based business like you're an interior designer, people ask for estimates, they ask for quotation. If I build my house, I will call an interior decorator to come and take a look around my house and take measurements. After that measurement, the person will send me an estimate or a quotation or a pro forma invoice. So such businesses start from making estimates, while businesses like a car wash or a salon don't start there. They just, you walk in and get you purchase the service, you get an invoice, right? So it's important that if you're a service-based business owner in this class, you understand where your own selling starts from. Do you sell from giving estimates or do you sell from giving invoice? I'm sure that that's clear in our mind. Then after that, the customer will make a payment, either full payment or partial payment. You issue a receipt. Every time the customer makes a payment, you issue a receipt. Then in your service-based business, you incur expenses. Some of these expenses are operational, salary, internet, marketing, while other expenses are to execute the service. Maybe I'm a training company. I spend money to buy training materials. I spend money to pay facilitators. That's money I spend executing the service. And there's also money you spend running the business, operational. All of those, you will record them in the system. And then finally, you would look at your reports to see how well your business is doing. If you are in this class and you run a service-based business and you understand the flow of events I have described now, please type, I understand. I understand. I am a service business and I understand the flow of events. If you are in this class, you run a service-based business and you understand the flow of events I have talked about, I like to see you type, I am a service business and I understand the flow of events. I am a service business and I understand the flow of events. Do we have service businesses? I can't see comments. Yes, so I see people say, I understand. Service-based businesses, do you understand this flow of events? Because it is based on this flow of events, you're going to perform each of these actions inside of the software. Great. I understand the flow of events. Great, great, great. Good. So I see service-based businesses, they understand the flow of their events. They understand that they will create the customer, send an estimate or make an invoice, issue a receipt, track their expenses, and finally use their reports. Great. All right, so it's time to do our practicals for service-based businesses. They understand the flow of events. Let's go into Zoho Invoice and practically perform all the actions, right? All right, so let me share my screen now where we do our practicals. Okay, welcome here, service-based businesses. It's time for your practicals. On my screen here, you can see our beautiful software called Zoho Invoice, which we are going to be using. If you notice, I am logged in already. How do you know I'm logged in? It's not telling me to sign up. It's telling me to access it. And you can see my picture at the top right here. So it means I am logged in. For you who is coming here the first time, I expect you to sign up an account. That's what I expect you to do. So when you come the first time, you will sign up. I have already signed up. I will just go ahead and click this button that says Access Zoho Invoice. Access Zoho Invoice. I hope we still remember my practical business called Chioma Salon and Nail Bar. Now I have logged in, and when you look at my screen, I'm logged into a company called Chioma Cakes. But the company we want to use here is Chioma Salon and Nail Bar. It means I need to create another company. Let me also mention at this point that you can create unlimited companies. Amazing, amazing, amazing. You can create unlimited companies inside of this software. So if you run 2 service-based businesses or more, you can create them and each of them will be running inside of here. Amazing. So at the top right here, I will click on this, I'll click on Chioma Cakes here, and it will tell me to manage my organizations. So I click on manage. It brings me here and allows me to create a new organization. So I tap on new organization and I say add new organization. I had Chioma Cakes before, and today in front of you, I want to create Chioma Salon and Nail Bar. This is another business that I own, right? So once I type in the name, my business location, it has read my IP address. It knows I'm in Nigeria. It's asking for the state. I'll simply type in Lagos. My currency is the Nigerian naira. If you're in Ghana, of course, your currency is the Ghanaian cedis. My language is English. It has picked a time for me. It says Africa Accra time zone. No, that's not my time zone. I can simply maybe look for Lagos time zone. Yes, Africa Lagos is my time zone. And then I click the button, get started. It doesn't even take 1 minute to, create that new company. And I click get started. It's creating my new company, which is called Chioma Salon and Nail Bar. Right, my new company is created in 1 minute. Very simple. Now, remember what I said to you, that the first thing I will do when I enter my new company is to go to my settings and create my VAT. My settings. Look at settings at the top of my screen here. I tap on settings and I go to taxes. I go to taxes and I click new tax. Then I type the name VAT. It is asking me what's the percent and I type 7.5. That's all, and I click save. It takes less than 10 seconds to create your VAT. That's done. Your VAT settings is done. I told you that the next thing I'll do is to go back and create the service items I offer. There's a back button at the top here. I click on it. And back here, I will click on items. Items, it brings me here. And one by one, the different services that I offer in my business, I am going to start creating them one by one, right? Okay, so I click on this new button here. It brings me here. It's asking me, am I creating a good or a service? I will choose the radio button for service. The first service I am creating is what I call my Arabian massage. I'm sure we all know what my business does, right? My Arabian massage. The price of my Arabian massage is 15,000 naira. See, you see why I created my tax? Because I need to select tax when I'm creating my service items. That's why I asked you to go and create your tax first of all, right? I save. Very simple. I've created my first service item. I click new again. My next service item is called Nigerian massage, whatever that means. It's a service. The price is 12,000 naira. Again, I pick my tax, VAT, and I save. It takes 10 seconds to create your service items. I click new again. The next service item I want to create is facials. Facials, right? Remember what my business does. Chioma Salon and Nail Bar. Remember what I do. I'm creating my own services. You will create your own, right? And save. The next service I want to create is change of nail polish. Change of polish. Women will relate with what I'm creating more than men. Men are feeling like this sounds like abracadabra. Don't worry, it isn't. It's the services that we offer. Right? Save. Right? Again, I create another service. Why am I doing many? So that you see how easy it is. I don't want you to get discouraged at the end of this class. You say, oh my God, I need 10 hours to set up that software. No, you don't. You watched me set it up. You watched me create more than, look at, I've created 5 services in how many minutes now? I'm going to the 6th one, drying of hair. See, this is the last one I'll create because I'm sure by now we all understand what to do, right? Great. That's it. You have learned how to create your tax and then how to create your service items, right? As a service-based business owner, I hope you're rejoicing because you're learning. Okay, we have created that. Remember I said we will now head back again into the settings and do other settings. So when I click on settings, look at all the things under settings. Feel free to go through them one by one. Feel free, they are very simple things. The first is organization profile. Click on it and put in your business address properly so that it will appear on your invoice properly. So maybe your business address is number 6 Akinlolo Street. Put it well, Surulere, Lagos, whatever that street means, right? Just put in your address very well. Look at this place. It says upload your logo. Please upload a decent logo that would appear on your invoice. I created one logo for us. Look at it, Chioma Salon and Nail Bar. I've uploaded my logo. It's uploading. Yes, the logo has uploaded, right? So go through all of these and see if you need to fill anything. For me, once I put my address and put my logo, I'm out of this place. I click the save button. I'm out of this place. What this action would update the new address. Proceed. Yes, so it has updated the address. Yes, then I go back again into the settings section. Look at users and roles. This is where you invite your staff, right? You click here, add, invite a user. Your staff, you put in the email address of your staff, you put in the staff name, and you choose role as staff. Role as staff. Let me show you what a staff can do. If you click here in roles, you will see that a staff can access all the modules except report and settings. A staff cannot view your report and cannot change your settings, right? So I want you to go through, you keep coming back to the settings section and going through them one by one. Now, another very important thing I like to do in the settings section is my expense categories. Look at the categories of expenses that came with the software. Feel free to create your own or to edit. For example, in Nigeria, we don't have anything called credit card charges. I can just tap on it and rename it as bank charges. That's more relatable for me in Nigeria. Bank charges, I save. Can you see? I renamed credit card charges as bank charges, right? Oyibo doesn't know that they used to buy diesel and fuel, so he does not have diesel and fuel. We that we buy every day. I click new category and I'm going to create diesel and fuel, right? And I save. So create your expense categories as they relate to your business. When I look around, you know the common things you are spending money on in your business, create them as categories. And if you notice, this list is arranged alphabetically. So it's easy to find if something is missing. For example, I noticed there's no transportation. Instead, they have travel. In my small business, nobody is traveling. I just hit on it and maybe change that travel to transportation, right? So go ahead and create your expense categories to be more relatable. Let me look around. They don't have electricity. I click add new category again. I type electricity, right? Electricity, and I save. So that's it. You can keep going back into the settings section, tap on each of these things, look through what do I need to set up. For me, I've done the major ones I need to, and I'm out of here. I go back again into the software. All right. At this point, I have set up my taxes. I have uploaded my logo. I have put in my address. I have invited my staff into the software. I have put in my expense categories. I've done some work in the settings section. Now I am now inside the software to start doing my activities. Now let's go through our flow. I'm sure we remember our flow of activities, right? A customer will come to you and make an inquiry and you send an estimate. Who has located estimate? Look at estimate here. I click on estimate and I say create new estimate. It's such a simple software. Even if I'm not here teaching, if you play around it, you will figure it out. So I click select customer and I click new customer. So it's asking me, is the customer a business or an individual? Let's say people who come to Chioma Salon are individuals. So this customer is called Hadiza Peters, right? It will ask me to put a display name, Hadiza Peters. If I have the customer's mobile number, I can put it in here, right? And that's it. I go ahead and save. It's that simple. I've created a customer. Then I come down here and start picking the items that the customer purchased. Remember my service items that I created? So Hadiza Peters came and she did an Arabian massage. I've picked it, right? I've picked Arabian massage. And then, did you notice that Emaila, I picked an item, it added the VAT because I set up VAT. Look at the way it's adding VAT to my bills very nicely. Me and Taxman, we don't have any wahala because from my settings, I considered my taxes. Then the next item, you know, I add another line. The next item, she did a change of polish. Maybe those are the only two things she did. And that's her bill, 18,275. Then I go to the bottom and I click save and send. I can ask the customer for email and put the customer email here and go ahead and send this right now. Now I'm using an estimate, but you and I know that in a salon, estimates don't really happen. Once the person comes into a salon, it's straight on invoicing. But I wanted us to see how to make an estimate. Okay, so I've made this estimate. Let me go back here. Look at the estimate, I've made it. And you can convert an estimate into an invoice. So I click on this estimate and I click on mark as sent because I didn't put anybody's email. Can you see the button here that says convert to invoice? I click on it and then I save and continue. It takes the whole estimate and opens it as an invoice, right, for me. And then it becomes an invoice here. I can save it and send to the customer, or I can make some adjustments before I send it to the customer. But really and truly, in my salon business, I don't start from estimate. I just make an invoice. So I expect that a salon will not even be using this estimate function. A salon will go straight here and just click new invoice and make their invoices straight on. That's what I expect of a salon. And I'm sure we all know how easy it is to make an invoice. You tap here, create the customer, you roll down here and pick the things that the customer is purchasing. And as you're picking, it is adding it up. You click send or you save it and then you click mark as sent. Anyone, it's that simple. It's a very stupid, simple software. Now, after you have created an invoice, the next step is the customer needs to pay for it. I expect that in a salon, nobody's owing. People come, do their services and they pay. So this invoice of Hadiza Peters, I click on it, it's on draft mode and I mark as sent, right? Then I can now record a payment. Look at the button here, record payments, right? Record a payment. So I'm recording a payment of the full amount. The payment mode is cash or transfer. You can choose any one. You can put in any notes you want to put in here and you click record payments, right? And it shows that this invoice has been paid. By the way, you can also put so that at that point where it's open for me to record payment, I can edit the amount and put a lower amount in case the person did not fully pay for the invoice, right? I could have edited it. Okay, so we have learned how to create customer, how to make an estimate, how to convert an estimate to an invoice, how to make an invoice, right? How to issue a receipt. Now let's go and learn how to enter expenses. So I click on expenses here and I click on record expense. The date appears for me. Maybe I want to record, I purchased or I paid for Facebook ads. So the category I would use for Facebook ads is advertising and marketing. Maybe I paid 20,000 Naira, right, for Facebook ads. In the reference here, I would write Facebook ads, right? Save and new. If I want to enter another expense, it has saved that one and opened another screen for me. Maybe we also bought a ream of paper in the office. I click here, ream of paper. Where will I put it under? Here, printing and stationery. Maybe we bought a ream of paper for 2,700. Forgive me, I don't know how much these things are. And then here in the notes, I would write one ream of paper. And then I can save. Please notice that you can click here to attach a document or a receipt or whatever. So you can click here and attach something, right? It allows you attach. Also, notice that you can make an expense that you want to charge to a customer. All of you that offer services, imagine that I am a tailor and a customer has come to me and asked me to buy fabric and make his dress. When I buy the fabric and I'm entering it as an expense, I can click here and ask the system to charge this expense to the customer. See, I can pick a customer name and ask the system, this expense, a customer will pay me back for it. That's also very possible. So it's a very beautiful software, right? Allows you to make expenses, charge it to a customer, attach a document. Even if you look at here, it allows you to, let me leave this page. It allows you to, on this screen, you can enter a lot of expenses in bulk. Instead of do one, save. This one allows you to just pick the date here, select the category here, put in the amount here, right? If you're charging it to a customer, you put it here. It allows you to just do everything on a, line by line basis very easily. So this is another screen instead of this other screen that you have to do it one by one. Okay, guys, I believe that this is almost the end of it for service-based businesses. The last thing I want service-based businesses to see is their reports. All the things you've been entering into the software, the usefulness appears in your reports. It's when you come to your reports, you can now run various kinds of sales reports. I can run a report of sales by item. It will show all my items and the quantities sold for the month. Oh, Arabian massage, how many did we do? Change of polish, how many did we do? Our total money we made in the month, look at it, showing me 17,000 as the total. You can run various kinds of reports, various reports. There are all sorts of reports that you can run, right? So again, I head back into the reporting section, look at various reports. For a service-based business, one of the reports that is very important to you are your debtors. Service-based businesses have people owing them, law firm, consulting, people who pay part and pay part later. You can find your debtors here in your AR aging summary. AR means accounts receivable, your debtors. Even here, AR aging details, these reports help you with your debtors. Your expense reports are down here. It's a very beautiful and simple software, honestly. And I'm sure that you can take your time to navigate. My job here is just to show you and, break the fear of you going to do it alone. And I trust that you're able to handle it yourself. Okay, let's head back into our slides. This is all for service-based businesses. I have walked them through their normal flow of activities. So I'm heading back to my slides now. All right, welcome back. We just finished the practicals for service-based businesses. Now let's take a recap of topic number 3. As a service-based business, you should be able to do all these things now. You should be able to create a customer. You watched me do it. And as you create a customer, you are building your customer database. You should be able to make an invoice. You watched me do it. You should be able to convert an estimate to an invoice. You watched me do it. You should be able to issue a receipt. You also watched me do it. You should be able to send whether an estimate or an invoice or a receipt to your customer or your client, whatever name you call them. You also saw it happen on my screen. I showed you the report where you can track your debtors. I showed you how to enter your expenses and the reports where you can see your expenses. And we looked around the reporting section where you can generally see how your business is performing. If you are in this class and you are a service-based business, I am glad to announce to you that you just took charge of your record keeping. Because if you're able to do all these 8 things on my screen, then your record keeping is going to be very good. Can I have service-based businesses run into the comment section and say 1 to 8 is good for me? 1 to 8 is good for me. Service-based businesses, are you here? Can I have you say 1 to 8 is good? 1 to 8 is good for me. So that I'm clear that service-based businesses understand how to do their records now. 1 to 8 is good for me. Where are they? Service-based businesses. Service-based businesses, where are you? 1 to 8 is good for me. Are we here? Service-based businesses, good. I'm seeing Omotayo Oni. 1 to 8 is good for me. Great. Service-based businesses, please respond to me. 1 to 8 is good for me. I'm waiting to see your answers. 1 to 8 is good for me. I am a service-based business. I am in charge of my record keeping. I know how to create customer, send estimates, make invoice, issue receipts, track my debtors, track my expenses, and see my business performance. 1 to 8 is good for me. Yes, so Chinwe is asking, how about historical recording of expenses? Yes, you can. You can record things into the past. Just choose the date and enter it. So if you want to sit down and start recording from beginning of this year, that's fine for you. That's absolutely fine. You can sit down and record from the past. Great. I see that service-based businesses, I have settled you and you are all fine now. I want to move over to product-based businesses. Great. 1 to 8 is okay. Service-based businesses, I have settled your case. Good. All right, welcome to topic number 4. Topic number 4 is record keeping for product businesses. Record keeping for product-based businesses. So let's get started. Now, these are examples of product-based businesses. Boutiques, you sell hair, you are a distributor of fast-moving goods, ready-to-wear fashion, you sell shoe and bag, you sell gadgets, hair and body cream, packaged food, right? All of these are product-based businesses, and I'm sure we know ourselves. We know all the product-based businesses here. So I know that if you're a business owner, you know, right? Those of you that were writing bakery, you are a product-based business. You have a product you're selling. You're not selling a service, except if your bakery is just the oven that you have. People bring their dough and bake, then that's a service. But if you are the one buying the flour, sugar, and butter, then you are selling a product, right? Okay, so if you run a product-based business, can you head into the comment section and let's see you? Product-based businesses, we like to identify you and know that you are in this class. Please tell us, what do you sell? Product-based businesses, product-based businesses. Product-based businesses. Can we see you in this class? Product-based businesses. Yay, Exotica Zobo, welcome. Cake tools, good, welcome. I see product-based businesses. Interior decor items, great. Jewelry, welcome, welcome here. Welcome. Cake decorating tools, welcome. Product-based businesses. Ready to wear, provision store, gadget and skincare, packaged food, poultry, yay, restaurants, household accessories, pharmaceuticals, bread, juices and salads, smoked fish, shoes and bags, hair vendor, drinks. Yes, we have product-based businesses in this class, and they are going to smash their record keeping right now. You know the way service-based businesses have smashed it? You're going to smash yours. Package, kuli, jewelry. I see a lot. Furniture, Ankara, nail products, Adire, table water. Whoa, we have a lot of them. Okay. Let's get into it. We have a lot of them. Let's get into it. Okay. So here's the major difference between product-based businesses and service-based. Product businesses have inventory. When they produce or when they buy, their inventory increases. When they sell, their inventory decreases. And then some of them are retail based. They sell to a lot of customers. And those customers, they don't need to know your names. The way service-based businesses create invoices with people's name. You know, a lot of product-based business. Okay, imagine somebody now that is selling shoe and bag. Is it that if the customer enters my shop, I start asking, Auntie, what's your name? Maybe not necessarily. Some will ask and just build a database of the customers, which is really good, but many will not ask because they are retail-based. You and I walk into supermarkets every day. We buy things, nobody's asking our name. But when you go to a consultant or a coach, he would ask your name and your address and your email to send you an invoice. Now, that's the major difference between a product-based business and a service-based business. Product businesses have many items, many customers problem. They have many items, many customers problem, unlike service-based businesses. But I could be in the product business and have few items where inventory is not an issue. I can also be in the product-based business and have few customers, and I want to collect my customer details. Look at some examples. There's a woman who makes about 7 different snacks: egg roll, fish roll, bread, meat pie, and she supplies to supermarkets. Now, that's a product-based business, but her customers are few. She supplies to 8 supermarkets. Those are her only customers. So even though she's a product-based business, she issues invoices. Because I'm trying to establish there is not every product-based business that has many customers. If I'm a caterer and I do big-time weddings, I will issue invoices. My customers are not many. I will give everybody an invoice. Number 2 example, a lady who sells wig from her home. She probably has less than 20 units of wigs. Her customers are not many. Those wigs are expensive. One is 200K. Her customers are few, so she sends them invoices. So if you are a product-based business and you know that your customers are not many, what you sell is not like a supermarket that sells 1,000 different things, then I want you to please follow the flow that we taught service-based businesses. Let me repeat myself. If you are here and you are a caterer, you are a chef, you know that people come to you to cater for a wedding, 1 million, 500,000, 600,000. Your customers are not many. I want you to follow the exact flow we followed for service-based businesses. You will issue an estimate. You will convert it to invoice. You will issue receipts. You will track your expenses, right? The same flow we followed for service-based businesses. If you sell products and you do not have the many customer, many item problem, please follow the flow for service-based businesses. I'm sure that that's clear. Let's move on. But if you are in the product-based business and you know that you have a problem of many items, many customers, then I am taking you into another software. Let me start again so that those of you in product business can understand me clearly. In product-based businesses, there is a problem we call many items, many customers. But not all of you have that problem. A caterer does not have that problem. A caterer may cater for 5 or 10 weddings in a month. That's not many customers. That caterer can make invoices. But there is somebody who is inside the market selling jewelry. In a day, 20 customers, 100, 50 come to your shop. You cannot be making invoices. There are too many. That's a retail business. So you cannot follow the path of service-based businesses. But if you are a product-based business and you do not, I repeat, you do not have the problem of many items, many customers, please follow the path of service-based businesses. Example, caterer. Example, interior decor items, right? Another example, the major distributor that sells bulky items. you don't have many customer problems. So follow the path that I showed service-based businesses. The rest of you, I sell jewelry, I sell provision shop. All of you that have many items, many customer problem. Oh yeah, we're starting another journey with you right now. I'm taking you into a retail software that you will be using to sell. And then I'm also going to take you into Google Sheets that you use to track your inventory. Now, let me warn you. Anything you are selling and you have more than 30 items, in your mind right now, begin to forget free software. Because a free software can only do a limited amount of work. If you know you have more than, you are here, you sell laces, your shop is filled up lace everywhere, there is no free software for you. Because you'll be doing manual inventory tracking. It is so confusing and complicated. Please, that's why I put that warning in red on the screen. Not more than 30 items. If you have more than 30 items, you will pay for Loyverse. Loyverse has a paid version, $25 a month. If you know that you're selling many items, more than 30 different items, please just go and opt for the paid Loyverse. All right, let's move on. I believe I've explained the many items, many customer problem. I've explained those who are able to use Loyverse for free and those who cannot. Loyverse will work for me for free if I have maybe less than 30 items. But anybody who has more than that, please opt to pay for software. If you feel you don't like Loyverse, look for another retail software that you like. My job is just to break the fear so that you know that software isn't rocket science. It's something that even you can take and set up in a few minutes and start using it, right? Okay, here's my practical example for product-based business. Chioma Drinks Distributorship, a business that sells drinks as a brewery major distributor. Now, if you look at this business, I sell drinks. This is a product-based business, and that's what I want to use as the example for product businesses. Why did I choose this example? This is a kind of business that the different items they sell are not more than 30. All the drinks that Chioma Drink Distributorship is selling are not more than 30. So it's easy to manage the inventory. Unlike a boutique, unlike somebody selling jewelry that has more than 1,000 different items, you cannot manage with a free software. Don't even try it. You're wasting your time. You want to lose your inventory. But for Chioma Drinks Distributorship, I have a massive warehouse filled up with drinks, but the different kinds of drinks are not more than 30. So I can manage them, my inventory, because they are not so many. The varieties are not so many. Okay. So we are going to go into the Loyverse software and we will set up the Loyverse software. Just like the way we went into Zoho Invoice and we did some settings before we could use the software, we're going to do the same in Loyverse. When I get into Loyverse, I will go and set up payment methods. It means how do customers pay you? Cash, transfer, POS, I'll set it up. Then I'll set up VAT. You see me, I like VAT because I don't want any issues with the tax man. Then I'll start creating my items one by one. And every item I create, I will put selling price and cost price. You know, this is a product. Product has cost price. It's not like services that we're creating only selling price. When we're in Zoho Invoice and we're creating our service items, it was only selling price. But now inside of Loyverse, if you sell a product, you have to put the cost price because selling price minus cost price equal to profits. If you put selling price and you don't put cost price, the system will be recording everything as your profit, and that's wrong, right? So if you sell products, when you're keying them into a software, be sure to key in selling price and cost price so that the system can calculate your profit correctly. Now, after we have set these things up in Loyverse, this is the flow I want for product-based businesses that have the many items, many customer problem. So customers will come to buy something, you will punch it into Loyverse and create a receipt. Please notice here that there is no invoice estimate, nothing like that. Straight on, customer walks into a jewelry shop, I want to buy this, you punch it in, you generate a receipt. You bring in new stock, you update your inventory. You make expenses. Sorry, there's no cost of execution. I think I didn't edit that. A product-based business makes expenses. At the end of the month, you balance your inventory and then you look at your reports to know how your business is going. This is the flow for a product-based business that has the many items, many customer problem. Customers buy from you, you issue receipts. You bring in new inventory, you update inventory. You make some expenses. End of the month, you balance your inventory. And then you check your reports to see how well your business is doing. Very simple flow. All that one that service-based businesses are talking, estimate, invoice, receipt. Product-based business does not have time for that. When you walk into my shop, you buy, I give you a receipt. No estimate, invoice, that's long story, no time. That's why when you enter a supermarket, you buy, you get a receipt straight on. That's how businesses that are many items, many customers are designed, right? Nobody's owing them. You don't go to a supermarket and finish by saying, hey, bros, I'll see you next week. They'll slap you, right? You don't owe there. You pay instantly. That's why we don't have estimate, invoice, receipt. We just have receipts because what you bought, you paid for it. That's how many item, many customer businesses operate. Okay, so we've seen the flow. Please, if you're in this class and you fall into product-based businesses that have the many items, many customer problem, can I see you in the comment section say, I understand the flow of events? Please head into the comment section if you're a product-based business and you have the many items, many customer problem in your business. Please head into the comment section and say, I understand the flow of events. I understand the flow of events. It's important to me that you understand because it is this flow of events that you learn to do. When you understand something, then you can learn to do it, right? When you understand something, you can learn to do it. Yes, I understand the flow of events. I'm seeing my product-based students. Please go on. I understand the flow of events. God, these my students are too sharp. I'm so proud of you guys. The way you are understanding it, you are sharp like razor blade. Correct people, Jare. I like you guys, I beg. I understand the flow of events. Great. I can see my students. Yes. I understand the flow of events. Brilliant. Brilliant people gathered in this class today. Thank you so much. All right, so let's continue. Okay. So we're heading in to do practicals for product-based businesses. Remember my warning, 30 products. If you have more than that, paid version of Loyverse. Remember my warning. So when I'm doing my practical, I will limit it to few products, right? If you have more than that, pay for Loyverse and use it for your unlimited products and you will enjoy yourself because it will do everything. In fact, when you pay for Loyverse, you don't need Google Sheets. When you pay for Loyverse, it will do your inventory and everything for you together. You don't need Google Sheets. Okay, let me stop sharing and head into the screen where we are going to be doing our Loyverse. Let me share my screen again. We're going to do Loyverse. Sorry, you. Share screen. Okay. All right. I've shared my screen. Loyverse.com. You already know how to get here. Loyverse.com. You already know how to get here. We took in topic number 2, we did a practical on how to access all our tools, and you know how to get here. So when you get here, I expect that you click on Get Started and you sign up an account. The first time you're coming into Loyverse, you sign up an account. I have an account. I'm just going to click on Sign In. In fact, I have plenty accounts. So I'm signing in, right? And here I am inside of Loyverse. Very simple software. I will not teach you any software that will give you headache. No. Anything I teach you will be very simple. Now, when you enter a software for the first time, if you have been following this class, you know that I like you to go to settings, locate this settings icon. It always looks the same in any software you are in. And then come to the settings, very simple settings. I told you that I like to put on my VAT first of all. I don't like tax wahala. I locate my taxes here. I click add tax. I name the tax VAT. The percentage is 7.5. It is asking me a question. Should it include this tax in the price or should it add it on top? So if something is 5,000, should the tax be inside that 5,000 or should it add it on top? If I were you, for most product-based businesses, I will include it because sales girl will not remember to be saying, when they say, how much is this? Sales girl will not say, Auntie, 5,375. She will not remember that kind of pricing. She would rather remember 5,000. So I would rather do my pricing and include my tax inside it. So that it's easy for my girl to say, this item is 5,000, this item is 8,000. So I'll choose included in the price and I save. That's it. You have done your tax setting. It takes less than 10 seconds. All my gurus in this class know how to enter any software and set up tax now. They know it. They know it takes less than 10 seconds. They can do it, right? The next thing you want to do here is payment methods. The reason you need to set up payment method is it will appear on the receipt. By default, the system comes with one payment method, which is cash. Remember, we are setting this system up for product-based businesses that have many customers, many items. Customers do not owe them. They pay cash or they pay transfer or they pay POS. So I'm just here to add POS and transfer. So select payment type. I will add card. Now, when I choose card, I can now call it POS. If the company or the business has more than one POS, maybe POS Zenith, POS Access or whatever, you can add that other name, POS Zenith, POS Access, so that at the end of the day, you know where your money went to. This one went to POS Zenith. This one went to POS Access, right? See how I added it? See, I could have just written POS and be jamming all the POS together there. End of the day, reconciliation will nearly kill somebody. No, the way you set up your software gives you ease in your record keeping. I don't want you to ever forget the fundamental reason for record keeping. Decision making and stewardship. Anything that will help your decision making. By keeping your data in a simple way, please do it. Don't go there and create POS. And you know you have 3 different POS from 3 different banks. Then they'll be using POS, jamming everything together. End of the day, you will spend 10 hours trying to separate which one went to which POS, when you could have just created it like this. Even transfer. When I create transfer, I create transfer at this bank, transfer at that bank, except if the transfers all go to one place. But if you have transfer to maybe Access Bank, I create transfer access, transfer, transfer POS. So I choose order here and I save. See, so I've created my payment type methods. So I came into the settings. I created my VAT. I created my payment methods. One very important thing I want to show us here that I always do. So you come to receipts here, and then you upload your logo in the receipt so that when you email the receipt to the customer, it comes with a nice logo. So I click on upload here. I'm going to pick my logo here. I created a logo for Chioma Drinks, right? I've put it in. It's also asking you, do you want the logo to appear when you print the receipt? I don't think so. It will be chopping your paper. So when you print, except you're not printing, but if you want to print receipts, I don't know, but you can if you want. If you like, you upload logo. Anyone, it's your choice. You can put in your logo to appear on printed receipts and also on emailed receipts. Anyhow, you can see the one for printed, it immediately converts your logo to black and white. You write the header the way you want the top of your receipt to look like. So I want you to read the name of my business, Chioma Drinks Distributors. My address, 9056 Ogolo Street, This is the way the receipt will look like when it comes out. Ikeja, Lagos, right? At the bottom of the receipt, what do you want to write? You know, businesses usually have one tagline. My own is drink can kill. Oh my God, my customers will just run away. All right, do you want your receipt to show customer information? You can turn it on. Do you want your receipt to show comments? You can turn it on if you want, or you can turn it off, anyone you like, and then you go ahead and save. If you ask me, I'm done with the settings and I'm ready to use my Loyverse software. When I'm done with the settings, the next thing we do, just like we did in Zoho Invoice, was to go and create our items. So I come here to items, I go to item lists, you see, and I start adding my items. Now, I'm a distributor of drink now, so you all know what I sell. Gulder, Star, Abi. Okay, so let me start creating my items. I add an item. The name of the item is Gulder. I sell drink now. Now, selling price, 13,000. Please, I'm putting any rubbish price. I don't know how much Gulder sells for. Cost price, 12,500. Please, don't worry about my price. I don't know how much they sell it. Now, if you paid for Loyverse, if you have more than 30 items and you paid for it, right? I would advise that you come here and turn on this button to track your items. Turn it on. It will ask you that at what volume should it alert you that your stock is running low. Maybe alert me when I have 5 cartons. Then it will ask you how much stock do you have right now. You enter it, how many you have right now. Maybe I have 23 cartons right now. Can you see? So notice the things I entered here, the name of the product, the selling price, the cost price, and then I asked the system that I want you to track my stock for me. I turned it on. It will ask me the low stock quantity. It will ask me how many I have right now, right? And of course, you can see my VAT is turned on. And then I can go ahead and save. That's all. Notice at the bottom, before I save, you can even add image. Let me click and add another item again. This item now is Radler beer, right? Radler, my price is 12,500. My cost price is 11,800. Please, I'm just putting any price. Oh. Okay, I turn on my stock. I can tell it to alert me when it goes down to 5. Maybe I don't have any Radler beer on ground right now, 0 quantity. Look at here, you can even click and put in image of the beer if you want, right? If you want all of that, else you save and move on. So that's it. That's how simple it is to be creating your items. I can create my next item, Tiger beer. Tiger. Maybe my Tiger beer, the price of Tiger beer is 14,000 and the selling price and the cost price is 13,200, right? Again, I turn on my track stock, alert me when it is up to 5 cartons. And then right now we have 77 cartons. We have a lot of it. I roll down and I save. Now I'm sure you have learned how to create your items. You've watched me do it. You have seen the important things I am picking. Even as I'm creating, you can see it's already alerting you that Radler is out of stock. It's showing your quantities in stock. It's already alerting you that a particular item is out of stock. Can you see that? It's showing you already. That's the beauty of using software to track your inventory. It tells you when something is running out or has finished. I can create one more item for us to see. Maybe Star. Star is a popular beer. Star. Maybe the price I want to give Star is 16,400 for a carton, and the cost price is 15,900. 15,900. I come here and I say, turn on my stock, alert me when it falls to 5 cartons. Right now, Star, we have about 62 cartons. And then I go down and save, finish. That's how easy it is to create your items. Now, after you have created your items inside of your Loyverse software, What do you do with Loyverse? You sell. Now, in Loyverse, you cannot sell from this screen you're seeing. You sell from a mobile device. I repeat myself. In Loyverse, you cannot sell from this computer side. There is no place that has the button for selling anything. The way we created invoice in Zoho Invoice, there is nothing like that here. You have to sell from a mobile device, and it will be recording automatically at the back end here. So this is the back end of Loyverse. What you do with it is to track your sales. Your girls are selling in the shop. You are seeing it on your phone or on your computer back end, but you cannot sell from here. I hope that that's very clear. So I'm going to use my phone to demonstrate how Loyverse works. Let me try. So here is my phone mirrored on my screen. My phone is casting on my computer. I'm casting my phone. So I'm looking for the Loyverse app on my phone. Look at the Loyverse app. If you can see it, I've tapped on it. The app has opened up. So the same login details I used on my computer is the same login I will use on the phone. And the one for the phone allows you to create a number lock so that you're not always entering password. So I just put in 1, 2, 3, 4 here anyway. Can you see all the 4 items I created already appear on my phone? Gulda, Radler, Star, they are already on my phone and I can start selling. So this is the way you sell. Very simple. Somebody comes, he wants 2 cartons of Gulda. I tap on Gulda twice. Please notice that as I'm tapping, it is charging. Look at it, it's showing there, charge 26,000. The person said he wants 1 carton of Tiger. I tap on Tiger. The charge has changed to 40,000. The person says I should add 3 cartons of Star. I tap Star 3 times. 1, 2, 3. It has charged. His bill is 89,200. I go ahead and I click on charge. Oh, it's not casting my full screen. What I'm holding on my phone is showing, okay, yeah, the screen has come. Can you see those payment methods I created, the way they appear now? Very beautiful. It's asking me, how did the customer pay? And let's say this customer paid by transfer to access. I'll click on transfer to access. Then it's asking me to put the customer email so that it can email this receipt to customer. If I don't want to, I just click on new sale. I click on new sale and that transaction is over. It takes less than 1 minute to make a sale. It has made the sale already. I don't know why the cast on my computer is slower than on my phone, because I've closed this sale and my computer is showing something else. Sorry. Okay, so when I tap by the right, I can go and view all the receipts. Look at the receipt I just sold right now. Look at what I just sold. Look at the receipts. Can you see? That's how beautiful Loyverse is. Loyverse allows those of you that are selling products to just be tapping on your phone and be selling. And it will be showing at the back end. Let me make another sale for us to see. I go back again. Let me make another sale. I go back to sales again. Let me sell 3 Tiger and 1 Gulda. Charge 41,000. Right? That's the total customer bill. Right? I'm waiting for the payment methods to appear. I don't know why it takes time to load on my computer. Oh, it's not loading. I don't know why. It's not showing exactly the way my phone is. Because on my phone, I can see the different payment methods, but it's not loading here. Right? Okay, so maybe this customer paid cash. I tap on cash and the transaction is over. I go to new sale, right? And I can go and view the receipts. Look at the 41,000 Naira receipts. Very simple. This is how to make your sales if you are a business that has many customer, many sales problem. A restaurant, if I were you, if you are in this class and you run a restaurant, this night, start setting up your Loyverse. Put all your rice, beans, bottled water, your entire menu, go and set it up in Loyverse. If you are in this class listening to me, tomorrow, all your sales are being punched into Loyverse so that your sales is tracking perfectly. Are we clear? All right, so we have seen the way that Loyverse works. It works exactly like the software in the supermarket, right? So let's head back to the back end of Loyverse. So your girls are in the shop and they are selling with their phone. You're at home and you can log into your computer. Let's go to the Loyverse report and see what has happened. Let's go and see sales summary. Can you see the sales that happened? It has shown on the back end. Look at the sales that happened has appeared here. The receipts, everything that happened on somebody's phone. Look at the 2 receipts that happened. We can see them here. Look at the 2 things that happened. We are seeing them here. Loyverse is so beautiful. Your girls are selling. That's the collaboration I was telling you about. All of you that are holding mobile app that is only on your phone, I'm sure you're wowed at the beauty that is happening here. Your girls are in the shop selling with a tab or with a phone or whatever, and you are sitting at home and you're seeing this. You too, you can have the Loyverse app on your phone where you can also be seeing this, right? Beautiful, beautiful. If you're a product-based business and you love Loyverse, please let me know that you like Loyverse. Let me know you like Loyverse. Please head into the comment section, my product-based customers, and tell me that Loyverse is amazing. Where are my students, please? Product-based students that have many customer problems. You don't need to synchronize. As far as somebody's asking, how do you synchronize web and mobile? It's synchronizing automatically. You saw it happen now, automatically, nothing to synchronize. You watched it happen. As long as there's data on my phone and the data on the phone that they are selling with, and my computer is connected to the internet, wherever, it's synchronizing. Loyverse is a beautiful tool, very beautiful. They are selling and you're seeing it anywhere you are. They are selling and you're seeing it anywhere you are. If you own a restaurant or you sell drinks, tomorrow your Loyverse must be working. In fact, so you're spending the whole of Sunday setting up your Loyverse, because by Monday, perfect record keeping. You shouldn't come to this class and learn all these beautiful tools and not use them, please. Loyverse is amazing. Yes, it is. It's amazing, and it's doing all this for free. Loyverse is amazing. Thank you so much, my students who have seen the amazing things that Loyverse can do for us. Great. Okay, let's finish up our processes as product-based businesses. So as a product-based business, you will sell. We have learned how to use Loyverse and sell to our many customers. Did you notice that Loyverse is not asking customer their name? If you want to, you can save their name, but you can punch it in without asking them their name. Just punch in what they are buying, sharp, sharp. If you're running a restaurant, 1 rice, 1 beans, bottle water, receipt, 1 beans, fast, fast. Be punching it into Loyverse very quickly. You don't need to ask customer his name. So Loyverse solves your many customer problem very nicely. Okay, there's one interesting report I like to take from Loyverse. Let me show you that report. By the way, this is the reporting section of Loyverse. Loyverse has about 8 reports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, about 9 reports, right? So this is the reporting section of Loyverse where you go to check what is happening. So if I take the sales summary, the one I want to take is sales by item reports. Good. Sales by item reports. Now look at what it is showing me. Loyverse will show me all my products, the quantity that was sold for each one. Can you see my total sales, my cost of goods, and even my profits? Can you see what Loyverse shows me? Amazing. Amazing. Look at what Loyverse is showing me. Loyverse shows me all my products that were sold for any period, any period. Look at the top here, you can click and select the period you want. I can say I want to see for today, for yesterday, for this week, for this month, the last 7 days, or I choose any random date from here to here. Just choose. Then you click done, right? Just choose whatever period, and Loyverse will show you the products that were sold in that period. My advice, is that if you are a product-based business, end of the month, you want to balance your inventory. And I'm sure you would know that you must have used Loyverse to sell everything you sold in the month. So you click here and you choose this month so that Loyverse would show you the quantities for the month. Now, Loyverse has shown you all your products and the quantities. Now, these are for people that are not paying for Loyverse. The people that are using it free like this, because you want to balance your inventory and you did not pay for it. Look at the inventory section of Loyverse is not free. Let me tap on it. Inventory management. Can you see? It's asking me to subscribe. So the inventory part of Loyverse is not free. If I click subscribe now, look at the price, $25 per month or $250 per year. Loyverse is not free for inventory. So that's why I said, if you want to use it free, please don't have more than 30 items. Then use it free. If you have a lot of items, please make up your mind you want to pay Loyverse their $25 a month. Or you pay a year. A year is $250. A year gives you 2 months for free. Abi, the price of a year is cheaper by 2 months, something like that. You understand me? Okay. So you are using Loyverse for free in my Chioma Drinks business. I'm using Loyverse for free because I have about less than 30 items. I feel I can balance my inventory without paying $25 every month. I want to dodge it. Okay, so I go to my report and I run sales by item reports. I want to see the quantity of each product that I sold in the month. Then I will head into my Google Sheet and balance my inventory. So I am here in Google Sheet. You know how to open Google Sheet. We discussed it in topic number 2. I want to show you how to use Google Sheet to balance your inventory in case you are dodging to pay Loyverse. Warning, don't dodge it if you have more than 30 items. This Google Sheet will blow your head up because you'll be everywhere with it. Okay, I come in here and I type in my items. The items I have are Gouda, Radler, right? My different items, more beer. We have 3 export beer, different items. Light Star. I'm sure people are wondering, how does this woman know name of drink like this? Now, research I do, right? I'm no vex, so I don't know name of drink. So that you're not thinking, she knows beer like this. I did a research, I wrote it down, my people. All right, so maybe these are the products I sell. I write out the quantity of the products I sell. The next thing you should have here is opening balance. What quantity did you have at the beginning of the month or now that you're starting? What quantities? Let's say I had here 28. I had here 301. This one I had a lot. I had here more. I had 0. 33. I had 72. Whatever quantities I had, just put it in. Some you have none. Some you have something, whatever. Okay, these are the opening balances. Then in the months, you were buying more drinks. Remember, you were buying in drinks. So they will supply you drink. Maybe on the 7th of May, they brought. So this 7th May, they brought me Gouda, 50 cartons. They brought me Star, 50. They brought me 30. That's what they brought me on that day. I enter it. That's all. Again, on the 18th, they supplied me again, 18th. On that 18th, the only thing they supplied me is more. I told them that customers are asking for more. They gave me 100 cartons of more. That's all they gave me on the 18th. Maybe again on the 22nd, again, they supplied me. 22nd, they brought in some more things. Maybe that day they gave me Tiger, 40 cartons. They gave me Star, 50 again. Gave me Heineken, whatever quantities. Notice what I'm doing. I'm bringing in whatever is coming in, right? Now, at the end of the month, I go into Loyverse, the back end of Loyverse, and I run this report that shows me the quantities sold for the month. I will now take those quantities and go and minus it. I'm trying to balance my inventory, right? So I come to Loyverse and check the quantity of items sold. I come back into my Google Sheet here This column is my sales. Maybe Gulda that was sold in the month is so number. I start putting in the number that Loivest gave me was sold. Can you see? Loivest will give me a sales number. I start putting it in here, right? I put in different quantities I got from Loivest. When I'm done putting it in, I now balance my inventory. How? Equal to opening balance plus the one that came in on the 7th, plus the one that came in on the 18th, plus the one that came in on the 22nd, minus the one I sold. Bagang. Once you type in, the system will suggest the formula. You say yes, and it has calculated it. So this is the closing balance I expect to have in my store. Let me highlight it in yellow. So I expect that I will have 50 Gulda, 256 Radler. These are the closing balances I expect. I will now go into my store and do some counting, count my physical inventory and see whether it balances with the system. So the reason I brought you here to Google Sheets to balance your inventory is because you did not pay for inventory on Loivest. If you pay, Loivest will do this automatically. You don't need to come and balance it here. When you buy, you enter on Loivest. It will track everything coming in and it will be deducting what you're selling. Loivest will automatically show you your balanced inventory. But it's because we did not pay for it. That's why I came here to balance it. I'm emphasizing this because there are some people in this class who want to go ahead and pay. It's a beautiful tool, by the way. They will pay and they will use it and enjoy it, right? Product-based businesses, I am done with you. Let's head back to our slides so that we see that we did justice to what we came here to do. All right, product-based businesses that have the many items, many customer problem. We are back here, and here is our recap. As a product-based business that is retail and has many customers, you should be able to make your sales on Loivest. I have taught you. Track your inventory. I taught you to track your inventory using Google Sheets. Track your expenses. You already learned that when you watched the service-based business tracking their expenses on Zoho Invoice. And of course, see your business performance. So what it means is that if I am a product-based business that has the many item, many customer problem, I will be using all the 3 software. I will use Zoho Invoice to track my expenses. I will use Loivest to be punching in my sales. And then I will use Google Sheets to track my inventory. Now you can see that that's a lot. That's why I told you that if you're forcing yourself to use free software, you may end up using 2 or 3 combined software because you're dodging to pay. But if you pay Loivest, Loivest will do your selling and your inventory perfectly. It removes Google Sheets from the list. Then you will just use Zoho Invoice to track your expenses, right? So that's it for product-based businesses. If you're a product-based business here, please head into the comment section and say to me, I have understood. Product-based businesses, please head into the comment section because I've finished all the practicals. I've shown you all the 3 software I came here to show you today. You have learned all the 3 software you came to learn, right? Product-based businesses, are we here? Please head into the comment section and tell me I have understood. I have understood. I'm waiting. Product-based businesses, where are you? Have you understood? Yes. Okay, I see them. I have understood. Great. Great. Good. Okay, I see my product-based businesses. Thank you so much. Vivian says very detailed. Thank you. Good. I have understood. Great. 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 Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to topic number 5. At the beginning of this course, I told you we have 8 topics. We have covered topic number 1 to 4. We have 5 to 8 to go. But interestingly, topic number 1 to 4 are the longest because they are the practicals. The remaining ones, we're going to be learning some tips and strategies and all of that. So these ones, we will go through them quicker. In topic number 5, you need to learn how to make your profit or loss account. Now, let me say this. Because Loyverse and Zoho Invoice are very simple software, they are not as elaborate as a regular accounting software. A normal accounting software like QuickBooks, Xero, Sage will produce your profit and loss account for you. But Zoho Invoice does not produce a profit and loss account. I saw an accountant somewhere asking, does it do bank reconciliation? No, it doesn't do those kind of big English you're speaking. It's a very simple software. Remember the topic of this course, record keeping for small businesses with no accountants. The objective is to get you to keep simple record that your accountant will take from you and go and make, proper accounting at the end of the year and file your taxes. So you cannot expect the kind of features that are in an expensive accounting software to be in a free, simple tool. This is a free, simple tools we have learned that help us keep our record clean enough for an accountant to kick off and form proper financial statements that we can present to the taxman and to other external parties. So, as a business owner, you want to know your profit. Even Loyverse did a very good job of even showing you your profit. But remember that Loyverse does not take into account your expenses. Loyverse just shows you what you sold minus the cost price, what your profit is. So this is the simple formula for your profit or loss account. Your sales, less cost of sales, you get your gross profit, less expenses, you get your net profit. Very simple formula. In Loyverse, Loyverse has done sales, Loyverse has done cost of sales, Loyverse even gave you gross profits. The only thing you need to add to Loyverse is your total expenses. You bring it in and then you get your net profit. Simple. Loyverse has done step 1, step 2, step 3. You just bring in your expenses and does all. For those of you in services, you've been making all your invoices inside of Zoho Invoice. So Zoho Invoice captures all your sales. You've been entering your cost of sales and your expenses in Zoho. So by the time you just subtract your costs from your expenses, you get your profits. It's this simple. So that 5-step formula can become 3 steps like this. Sales minus cost equal to profit. Simple. So for a service-based business, Zoho Invoice will show you your total sales. You put your total sales, you subtract all your expenses, you know your profit for the month. Very simple and easy to calculate. You can open a Google Sheet and just put it in there. You go to Zoho, check your total sales. You go to expenses, check your total expenses, you subtract them, and within a few minutes, you can say, oh, my profit for the month is like this. Very, very, very simple. With the things I've shown you, you can calculate it. The reason we are calculating it is the tools we have used are simple free tools that are not doing profit or loss account for us. So we need to do it ourselves, right? So I want you to bear these 2 things in mind. When we talk about expenses, please make sure that the expenses you're entering in a particular month belong to that month. Let's say you pay rent for a year. If your rent is 1 million naira for a year, please divide that rent by 12 and enter it month by month. Don't take the whole 1 million and dump it in 1 month. No, that month will be recording losses, another month will be recording profits. So if you paid service charge for a quarter, which is 3 months, please divide it into 3 and enter it as expense for each month. Don't take it and dump it in 1 month. The second thing I want you to know about expenses is you don't only enter expenses you have paid for. You enter expenses when you incur, that's the key word, incur it. If you call a generator repairer, Oga, I beg, our generator no gree start, help me fix it. And the guy fixes it and says, Madam, your bill now 25K. And you say, come next week. You go into your Zoho expense and you enter it, generator repairs. You don't need to wait for when you pay it. You have incurred it. And that's the key word, incurred. Expenses are incurred, not necessarily paid. I repeat, expenses are incurred, not necessarily paid. I see business owners, when you ask them to record expenses, they are only recording what they are paying. Meanwhile, they are going around incurring everywhere. They are owing generator man, they are owing diesel supplier, they are owing salary, they are owing this, owing that, owing that. But if you see their expense list, they only write 3 things, the one they've paid. Meanwhile, they are owing 20 things. Please listen today. Expenses are incurred, not necessarily paid. Just the same way, revenue is earned, not necessarily received. Remember that when you work for a customer, you generate invoice and give the customer. The customer is owing that invoice, a part of it, but you have reported it as your sales. The same principle you use in reporting your sales that customers have not paid for is the same principle you should use in reporting expenses that you have not paid for. Revenue is earned, not necessarily received. Expenses are incurred, not necessarily paid. I want to see my students typing that. Please head into the comment section and let's start typing that. Revenue is earned, not necessarily received. Expenses are incurred, not necessarily paid. Can I see my students typing that for me in the comment section, please? Revenue is earned, not necessarily received. Expenses are incurred, not necessarily paid. Wow, what's wrong with my link? Wow, what's wrong? What's wrong? Yes. Revenue is earned, not necessarily received. Great. Expenses are incurred, not necessarily paid. Good. I hope that we remember this. So the same way that you are invoicing your customers and recognizing it as your revenue, even when they have not paid, is the same way you're going to recognize expenses, even when you haven't paid for it. Okay, great. Great. I'm happy we're following with this. Okay. All right, so we know how to do our profit or loss account, and I'll just breeze through that, right? I'll breeze through that. Okay, so let's read our recap for topic number 5. We learned to make the profit or loss account using the simple formula of sales minus cost. We learned to use our sales report and expenses report to make the profit or loss reports. For safekeeping, we will be making the profit or loss report every month on Google Sheets. So every month you open one Google Sheet, right? And just do your profit or loss report. Very simple. Enter your sales, enter expenses, subtract it. That's your profit. 3 lines. Very simple, very simple, very simple. That's all. So that you know the profit for the month. You close that sheet. Next month, that same sheet again. You go and place it next to the one of last month so that you can be seeing your profit placed side by side, right? That same sheet, that same Google Sheet, you open it next month and place those 3 lines, sales, cost, profits, every month. You're just placing it there so that you can see the story of your profit month on month. Welcome to topic number 6, how to interpret your numbers and make decisions. How to interpret your numbers and make decisions. Now, everything we have been discussing, we need to use the numbers. You couldn't have just been punching in these numbers for a joke. We said that the 2 fundamental reasons for record keeping are decision making and stewardship. You need to take decisions with your numbers. How do I take those decisions? So you're going to make out time to look at your profit or loss account and your other reports very well. What I advise business owners to do is open the report and be staring at them. Ask yourself, these numbers here, do they look real? I mean, my staff have done some jagbajantis here. Does anything look off? Compare those numbers with what you expected in your mind. Compare them month on month. Compare them against your target. You told yourself that every month you will sell 3 million naira. Did you meet it? When you opened the sales report, did it meet your target? Did you go above it? If you went above it, what did you do right in this month? Why didn't you meet it 2 months ago? What did you do wrong in that month? Start looking at your numbers. Numbers have a way of speaking to you, speaking loudly. The day you saw that 14 million people have COVID, nobody told you to be wearing mask anyhow. The number just started speaking to you. The number was just shouting. Immediately just put up the news. 14 million, you ran inside, you just wore your mask. Only you inside the parlor, you just wore mask. The number spoke to you, right? Numbers scream loudly. Once I put numbers in front of you, even if I don't say anything, immediately I give you a report in your hand and you see diesel last month, 30,000. Diesel this month, 250,000. By yourself, you just say, please, let's go buy a small generator. By yourself, you will just say it. The numbers have spoken to you. You have seen the drastic increase in diesel price. By yourself, without anybody saying, you're like, I beg. Please, you start making phone call. I beg, bring small gen for us. We can't continue like this again. The numbers speak loudly. Numbers speak louder when you place them month by month. Last month against this month, against the quarter, against my expectation, against my target, against my budget. Does anything not look real? Is there anything that looks like, no, this is not possible now? How can they say we made 3 million naira sale when only Mr. Okonkwo bought goods of 2.7? I bet these people have entered rubbish in this report. That's how you know that this report doesn't make sense. Let the numbers speak to you. And then you pull your team together, have a meeting, look deeply at the numbers, begin to appreciate your numbers. That's when you become a good record-keeping business owner. When you even sit down to look at your numbers, you own a bakery. How many loaves of small bread did we sell? Compare it to last month. Are we growing or are we falling? Let the numbers start speaking. Are you saying last month we sold 6,000 loaves and this month people are saying we sold only 2,000? Something must be wrong somewhere. Only that alone starts to speak to you, right? So when I teach people to, they say, teach me to interpret my numbers. I say, put the number in front of you to be speaking by itself. Just take the number, place it in front of you and stare at it. The numbers start to speak. Place them month by month. Place them quarter by quarter. Place them against the expectation in your mind, the target in your mind. They will start speaking. They will start speaking to you. It's that simple, right? That's how to interpret your numbers. So recap for topic number 6. What is the whole essence of keeping good records if you cannot make out time to look and use the numbers? When we look at our numbers, they speak to us and cause us to take decisions. This is the end of topic number 6. All right, welcome to topic number 7. 10 practical tips for record keeping. 10 practical tips for record keeping. Please, in this topic number 7, I want us to read it together. The tips are written there. They are simple and clear. I don't need to explain them. I want us to just read them together. Number 1, record keeping may seem very basic, but please train your team on it. Number 2, The success of record keeping is in your discipline and commitments. Number 3, when hiring, consider record keeping as a core skill, even for semi-illiterate roles. Number 4, always think cloud tools. Access anywhere and collaboration is key. Stop the fear of hacking. You aren't that important. Nobody is hacking you, my brother. You're not important. Number 5, have a simple process to check that records are correct. Number 6, communicate the checking process. Do not make it a secret. It allows people check themselves for errors. Number 7, have meetings where people present the records they kept. Number 8, have a CAR, that's completeness, accuracy, and reasonableness mindset to record keeping. Number 9, understand the records that are important to external parties and keep them in the way that they want them. Number 10, know when to choose a proper bookkeeping software and get an accountant. Free software and templates are limiting, tedious, and can be distorted. Thank you so much. These are the 10 tips I like to leave with you as regards your record keeping, and I'm sure that they are crystal clear. Even if you're hiring a sales girl, ask her to write something. You know, show that you care about people being able to keep records. Don't just hire anyhow. Hire people who have this, no matter how basic, ability to keep records. Very important. Welcome to our final topic, topic number 8, getting started with your record keeping. Getting started with your record keeping. Topic number 8. Now you have learned how to practically do your record keeping, and it is time for you to immediately start your own. Keyword, immediately. Please don't come to this class and go back and have messy records. Please, immediately start your record keeping. If you run a service-based business, tomorrow I want you to wake up and go and sign up your account on Zoho Invoice. Follow the steps we learned, set up your Zoho Invoice, and start using it. If you run a product-based business, I want you to do a stock take. Count what you have because you need an opening balance position, right? Do a stock take, set up your inventory sheet, and put in your opening balance, right? Then write out your own business flow. You know the way I wrote my flow, right? You know the flow. Let me show you the flow. Look at the flow. Flow of things you should be able to do in your business to keep proper records. I believe somebody is taking a screenshot of this screen right now because this is the flow. If I'm a service-based business, I must be able to do all these things. Create my customer, make an estimate, convert my estimate to invoice, make an invoice, issue receipt, track my debtors, enter expenses, view my report, calculate my profits. You should be able to do these things. And I have taught everything in this class. And you have this video to watch and rewatch as many times as possible to be sure that you can do this. I need you to get started immediately. This is your checklist of, once you can do all these things listed here, you can keep your proper records. If you're a service-based business and you look through these things, I can do them. I already know what to do. You're all set and ready to keep good records. And I trust that we're starting it tomorrow, right? You set up your tools and you start immediately. Please let me warn you. Please don't say I'm waiting for a new month. This record keeping that we went. Let's just wait now. June is almost here. I start in June. No, start immediately. Let me tell you why. There's a learning curve. Allow yourself to learn. Allow yourself the few days into the new month to make your few mistakes and go back and watch this video again and learn again. Don't wait until the 1st of June or the 1st of a new month. You arrive with your unprepared self, with your many mistakes into a new month. No. Allow yourself to learn. Allow yourself to say, hey, how did she do that thing again? Let me go back and watch that video again, right? Allow yourself to learn. When I implement software, I don't wait for a new month. I ask them to start. In fact, I'll be there and start punching in. If you set up your Zoho invoice, the next customer that calls you, I want to buy, you're sending him an invoice from inside your Zoho. Make that commitment. I need you to commit it to it. Remember, we said that for you to get your record keeping right, it is 2000% discipline and commitment. There are many of you that are in this class. It's not that you've never seen invoicing software. It's not that you've never known all these things. You know it all. Your problem is commitment, discipline. You start, you stop, you start, you stop. That's why I asked you to get a software that allows collaboration so that your staff can help you. Your sibling can help you. Your sister can help you. Your daughter, your son can help you enter those records. Because if they can be entering it from anywhere, even if it's not you, you can do it. That's why a collaborative software is very important. That's why I don't advise that mobile app on your phone, because they can't help you. And you will be struggling with the many things you're juggling as a business owner. As a business owner, you are chief marketing officer, chief operation officer, chief everything officer. You are everywhere. And yet you still want to keep perfect record inside your phone. How is it possible? You need to use collaborative software so that other people can enter it, right? And then you can view it when you have the time to. Thank you so much, everyone. This brings us to the end of our class. Thank you so much, everyone. So we're going to get ready for our question session, our Q&A sessions now. All right, so tell me, would you say you can do your record keeping now? Are you a record keeping champion? Head into the comment section and declare yourself a champion. I am a record keeping champion. I am a record keeping champion. Oh yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. I am a record keeping champion. I am a record keeping champion. Can I see the champions in this class, please? Any record keeping champions? Declare it now in the comment section. I am a record keeping champion. I am a record keeping champion. I want to see my champions, please. Any record keeping champion who knows what to do tomorrow. In fact, you can't wait for tomorrow to start. You are ready. You are ready. You're a record keeping champion. Can I have my record keeping champions, please? I am a record keeping champion. I am a record keeping champion. I cannot wait for tomorrow to start. I know what to do. I know how to set up the software. My records are going to change. My business is going to be happy for it. My business is going to be better for it. Never again will I be afraid to seek a loan. Never again will I be afraid to apply for a grant. Never again. I am a record-keeping champion. I am a record-keeping champion. Great. I have champions here. Great. I have champions here. Never again will I be afraid to talk to partners. Never again will I be afraid to seek investment. I am a record-keeping champion. My records will be clean. My business will have credible numbers. I am a record-keeping champion. I am a record-keeping champion. Great. We made many champions today. This is great. This is great. This is great. Please, I ask for your reviews. I ask for your reviews. Please send me your kind reviews. Let me know how this class went for you. Send me pictures of your notes. Send me feedback about the class. Tell me the new things you learned. Did you enjoy my delivery style? You know, what word do you have for anybody who wants to buy this course? Please, can you send this to me? I would love to compile them together because it would help me sell this course again and again to other people. If you believe that the message in this course is valuable and that other people should come and learn it, please, I want you to send me your reviews, your pictures, feedback, the new things you learned, the delivery style. Please send it to info@accountinghub.ng as a mail, or you can put it on your Instagram as a story. I'll go there and grab a screenshot if you tag me. please, or DM it to me. I'll take a screenshot, whatever way, just please put it up and let me know. It can be your stories, it can be an email, it can be, whatever. Just let me know. If you think that the message in this course is powerful enough that other business owners, in fact, you are wishing that your friend was in this class. If you wish so, please send me your reviews, please. All right. Also, if you like to work with me one-on-one, you're in this class and you know that, listen, I've seen this thing and I like it, but I got no time to do this thing. I need Accounting Hub to come and sit down, set up all my service items, set up all my Ds, train my staff, handhold my staff, monitor that this thing is going well for some time. Even though I know how to do it, I don't have the time to do it. I'm glad I came here to learn it. I'm glad I have an idea about it, but I don't have the time, to set up all our services, all our 100 products, then monitor my staff, train my staff, support them. Accounting Hub, come and do it for me. That's my email and my phone number. Please chat me up on WhatsApp and say, hey, Chioma, I absolutely enjoyed the class, but I'd like for you to take it over and bring in your team to do it for me, train my staff, just clean up my record keeping, and I'll be glad to come and work for you on a done-for-you service basis. Thank you. So let's take our questions now. And in the comment section, finding questions, reading them, and answering them. Let's take our questions now. Oh, I still see record-keeping champions are pouring in. Question, my business incorporates both many customers and few customers. I supply supermarkets who don't pay immediately. How do I incorporate this in Loyvest and Zoho? Okay, so Vivian, you supply supermarkets, create invoices for those supermarkets on Zoho Invoice. Maybe you sell retail. Your retail customers use Loyvest to sell to them. So at the end of the month, you will have your total sales by adding up your sales in Zoho Invoice and your sales in Loyvest. I hope I answered your question. So what you're saying is that you're a blend of a retail business and a bulk business. So you do some invoicing, you also do some retailing, and then you add up Loyvest sale and Zoho Invoice sales every month. Good question, Vivian. All right, I'm looking for more questions to answer. I'm looking for more questions. Somebody says, Felicitas, how do you manage discount when using Loyvest? Felicitas, please go and check it. It's in the settings. You can set up a discount in Loyvest. Let me also say something. Loyvest has very, very good videos. Anything you want to do in Loyvest, just do a Google search. You'll see a video. How to do discount in Loyvest. You'll see a 2-minute video that you will watch and learn immediately. Loyvest has very good videos. It's a very good company. They have good videos. You can watch and learn anything, even if I didn't teach you here, right? How can we print on Loyvest? Okay, to print on Loyvest, you need a hardware device. Please let me show you. Let me show you how to print on Loyvest. Let me share my screen again. Wait. Somebody's asking how to print on Loyvest. How to print your receipts out on Loyvest. Let me show you. Okay, I will share my screen and show you now how you can print on Loyvest. All right, on my screen, you can see a device that looks like the normal POS device that you and I know. This is what Accounting Hub gives to businesses. We install Loyvest in it. Remember, I told you that Loyvest works on any mobile device, right? Android device. So this is it. We give it to businesses and look at how they print receipts with it. So we put POS paper in it. Loyvest is installed in it. We give it to businesses. And this is the price, $164,500. You can buy it from Accounting Hub. You have my WhatsApp number. Please chat me and tell me you want the device. That's the price, right? We'll give it to you with Loyvest in it, right? So the device takes a SIM card. There's a SIM card inside it. That SIM card synchronizes the data to the cloud. Every month, you will recharge that SIM card 1,000 naira. So that's how we give our customers, especially restaurants. Restaurants buy it a lot from us. They put their menu. When customer wants to buy, you punch it in, print receipt, and give the customer. And even we're deploying like 5 tomorrow for a business that has 5 shops in Alaba International. So we'll put in their inventory. They'll be printing receipts. You will become like a small supermarket in your business because you'll be printing receipts for customers. So that's how we sell it. You can see the price openly published, 164,500. There's a list here of businesses that buy it from us. These are the typical businesses that buy it: restaurants, bar and lounge, shawarma, salon, car wash. They're all there. Frozen food, bookstore, buy from us a lot. We have a lot of them, right? Okay, so I've answered that question, how to print from Loyverse. Let me take another question. How do you handle returns and exchanges? You can void an invoice in Loyverse. Chinomsky. You can void an invoice, a receipt in Loyverse, and reissue it if you need to do exchanges, right? How do you keep your staff from seeing prices you bought items on Loyverse? Oh, wow. So in Loyverse, there is an employee section. Let me show you here in Loyverse. There's a place you create employees. Look at it, employees, right? Employee list. And then you give them access rights according to what you want them to be able to do. You define the access right you give to employees, right, in Loyverse. So it allows you to define what they can do and what they can't. I like to know how to keep record with products that are not with fixed price tag, such as agricultural commodity that changes price almost every week. It depends on who you sell it to. Mark Tade, if I'm selling agricultural commodity in bulk to, say, Spar or ShopRite, whatever the price is as of today is what I'll put on my invoice. So as the price is changing, I'm changing it on my invoice, right, to them. So that's pretty simple. Please, I'd like to know how to, okay, I've answered that question. I'm looking for more questions. I like to know how to keep record. Okay, I've answered that. Thank you so much. I see all your kind words for me. Thank you. If the product is one product but different colors. Oh, Oluwamayowa Ogunaike, Loyverse does that. Loyverse has what you call variants. If you can see, oh, my screen, Loyverse does it. When you're creating an item, Loyverse allows you to create a variant of an item. So one particular item can have different colors. Look at it here, it's called variants. I can create a dress and add blue, green, yellow, size 14, size 15. Loyverse does it beautifully. So yes, it's even written here. Use variants if an item has different sizes, colors, right? So it's pretty simple. Loyverse is a beautiful, complete software, honestly. It's a beautiful yet complete software. Okay. Let me keep answering more questions. Is Zoho on mobile? Yes, Oduayo, Zoho is on mobile. All the 3 software we learned today have both mobile version, mobile apps, and web apps. I stated it at the beginning of the teaching them. Chizzy says, please, which tool is best for skincare formulation business? Also, how do you treat returns? Chizzy, as a skincare formulation business, I believe you sell one to your customers, or do you have a shop? So it depends. If you have a shop that people are coming into plenty, then you would need something like Loyverse. But if you're a business that you do skincare formulation, I come, I do consultation, you look at my skin, you formulate for me, then you are doing invoicing, right? You formulate for me based on me alone, one-on-one. Or you already have your products that are selling, and that one is a product business. So even though you're a skincare formulation, you could be tilting towards service or product, and you can know which one to use. Mojisola Williams says, can we add staff on Loyverse? Yes, Moji, I just showed it. Can we manage staff access? Yes, Moji. Can we restrict discounts? Yes, Moji. Can we add customer details to Loyverse? Absolutely, Mojisola Williams. All your questions, yes, you can. The next question is, considering I'm selling to other countries as a product-based business, should I open other Loyverse accounts because of currency difference? Oh, wow, I don't know. I've never had Loyverse operating more than one currency. I've never had it do more than one currency. So I honestly wouldn't know, right? I wouldn't know the answer to that question. Every time I've used Loyverse, I've only set up one company and a company has only one currency. What Taiwo is saying, what record keeping app or method works for Thrift, Cooperative, Ajo, Esusu? Taiwo, all the three different tools we use today, the only one that a Thrift or Cooperative or Ajo, Esusu can use is Google Sheets. The others don't work for Thrift, Cooperative, Ajo, Esusu. You can go to Google Sheets, it's like Excel, create your templates there and use it. Okay. Jumi's Living Inspiration is asking, for a bookshop business where we don't sell books of other people, but we write books and sell to people when we go for our meetings. Okay, you should use an invoicing software, Abby. I don't know how you go for meetings and you sell. Maybe you should use Loyverse. As you're selling, you're punching it in on your phone, right? Because you say you go for meetings and you sell. Can I still use Loyverse if I have limited customer base? Absolutely, Teresa. You can have only 10 customers and be selling on Loyverse. Let me tell you, you may have few customers, but you're selling a lot of items, right? So you can use Loyverse. Adiola says, when using Loyverse, how do my employees enter their sales? They enter from whatever device you give them. So if you give them a phone or a tab or the device I showed you, that's where they enter it from. If they download the apps on our phone, do they sign in with my account? No, you create them on the software, they get their own account. Warning, on Loyverse, when you create an employee, it is $5 per month. So don't go creating random people anyhow. Each employee is $5 a month. If you have 2 staff who you want to have their own login on Loyverse, that's $10 a month. Okay, David Ejagba says, I run a laundry outfit. Most of my customers do not pay until they bring new set of clothes. We struggle to track records of paid and unpaid. David, you are a service-based business. Everything you learned on Zoho Invoice works perfectly for you. When they bring their clothes, you raise invoice. If they pay advance, you issue receipt. When they come to collect, you search their name. It will pop out what they are owing. They pay their debt. They bring again another invoice. David, as a dry cleaning business, Zoho Invoice is perfect for you, like perfect. In fact, your problems are over. With Zoho Invoice, everything is perfect. Immediately somebody is bringing his clothes, you're raising an invoice and emailing it to him. If he pays a deposit on that day, you issue a receipt. If he comes back to collect, as you're dropping, you're popping the system to check what he owes. He pays, you issue another receipt again. Very simple. Fauzia Seidu says, how do I send receipt to customers from Loyverse? Fauzia, please watch the video again. You will see that after every sale, Loyverse will pop up and ask you to put the customer email to send it to the customer if you want to. Remember that Loyverse is a retail software. Most times you're selling to customers that you do not collect their name or email. You may not need to email anything to them. Imagine that you run a frozen food shop. Customer come and buy 1 kilo of chicken, 1 kilo of beef. You're not asking them their name or email, right? So, but it would be that as it may, it still has that option for you to email it to them if you want to. Okay, where did I stop with my questions? Somebody asks, Onisha Sound Enterprise says, can Loyverse be on different mobile phones at the same time for restaurants? Yes, Loyverse can be on as many devices. The problem is the login. Are they all using one login, or are you going to buy different logins? I suggest you buy different logins so that you know what each person punched in. Can my phone serve as a POS and backend at the same time? Yes, your phone can. You can log into the backend of Loyverse on your phone. The only problem is that this reporting will be showing small on your phone, right? Yes, you can log into the front end and the back end of Loyverse on your phone. All right, the next question. The questions are, you guys can ask, see question. We're going to move the questions to another week. I was thinking about it when I was coming to this class that you guys will have a lot of questions, and I prefer to take your questions when you have gone to try the software. You have gone to try. I don't want this class to stay too long. I didn't want it to get to 3 hours. So what we are going to do, let me email everybody another link to take your questions in next Saturday. So next Saturday is pure 2 hours of Q&A. By that time, you have created the software, you have tried it. All these things you're asking, can it do, can it do? You have seen it by yourself that it can do it. So it will limit the, can it do this, can it do that, can it do that? You would have seen it, right? So let's leave the Q&A and assemble again. I will email everyone and WhatsApp everyone another link for a Q&A session holding next Saturday. Come and ask your questions and get answers to it. By that time, you've signed up on the app, you've tried your hand, you've seen your problem area, you've figured out some things yourself. You may not even need to ask some things again. So let the class end now. I wanted it to end at 9:30. Let's not exceed that. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm waiting for your kind reviews to start pouring in. If you feel that this class was very useful and you want other people to gain from it, please write me a review that I can share with others about how the class went. Thank you so much, everyone. Yes, Fauzia, next week we take our questions. Thank you. No, don't cry, Zainab. You would still ask all your questions. Next week, you'll be better positioned to ask better questions because you would have tried out the apps. You will be asking, can you do that? Can you do that? You would have tried it, right? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Lucky. Thank you, everyone. See you guys next Saturday. I'll send you another link and we can come and take all our questions because I want you to be record-keeping champions. So let's end this class by shouting, I'm a record-keeping champion. Let's go again. I am a record-keeping champion. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I am a record-keeping champion, everyone. I'm a record-keeping champion. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so, so much. Yes, I'm a record-keeping champion. What of rewatching? Go ahead and rewatch. This link is here. If you came late to this class, you can rewatch. It's here. Watch, 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 watch. Go ahead and watch, please. Go ahead and watch. So we take our questions next week. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you, and bye-bye, everyone.